Hello everyone, and welcome back to the channel that loves a challenge. I am your host, Zonavox. My apologies for not getting on here a little earlier than I would normally have. I probably would have started like 3 hours ago, but we had some stuff we wanted to get done. So we went ahead and started doing like laundry and dishes and all that kind of stuff and got carried away. Anyway, we'll get started here momentarily. If you are new to the channel, like, sub, share, follow, all of that good stuff helps the channel grow. Tell your friends so they're in the know, and leave your comments down below. Give me just like 2 minutes and I'll be right with you guys. Stand by. Alright, looks like all my sound checks and stuff are good. Glad you didn't start 3 hours ago. You would have missed it. No, I still would have been going. If I would have started that early, I probably would have kept going. You know, on the weekends I try and start earlier and then, you know, go through for longer times than I normally would. My goal is to eventually to go ahead and do about 2 hours during the weekdays and 7 hours during the weekends. So, turn it into a full-time job. But what are you having for lunch, Moondrop? Retro Arc, you're still having issues. I thought I solved your problems. Raw? You're having raw for lunch? No need to eat the sun god. Seven. Well, good luck. That doesn't sound as bad as you can take yourself. You know, during my Elder Scrolls days, when I was still doing the no fast travel challenge, I actually had 24-hour days where I would play the game for 24 hours, and that wasn't too bad. Potato pancakes. I worked with 3DS for a little bit, but now it's not really working. I think it's a bit unreliable at times. So Retro Arch is interesting. It relies more on whatever cores that you import into it more than anything else. I had to get a YouTube tutorial to get it like properly integrated into my computer because it required a little bit of setup. It's not a plug and play kind of piece of software. So I had to find something out there that would get everything together that I needed to and get me to update all the things that it needed. Alright, in we go. Oh, did it not start? Hold on, let me... Hello? My plug and play, hello? I think my timer might be stuck. Oh no, I think my timer's stuck. Hold on, guys. Main thing couldn't get to work for loading games because it wouldn't access your ROM folder? Huh. Sure, you had plenty of pancake sausages and egg ramen. Oh no, we certainly haven't had that. We're waiting for that. You're having yogurt to drink? That's kind of nice. Oh no, what is my... I'm gonna have to redo this. What a pain. Ugh, okay, hold on. 1 second, guys. I gotta do the conversions of days, hours, minutes here. I thought this was gonna be a simple... Why did I think it was gonna be simple to go ahead and get started? time to minutes. I don't need math tutors. Speaking of which, gonna make some food. All right, sounds good. Okay. Give me just a couple moments to figure this one out. That's not what I need. Where's my calculator here? So, let's see. 288. That should be about 302. So 302 hours. 3 minutes. To minutes. Calculate. So that's going to be 18,123. Give me a second to go ahead and get this set up again. 18,123. So stop. This is going to be 18,123. Yeah, my dog's going to go wild here for a second. We'll go ahead and reset, start. Oh, maybe it needs a complete reset. Hold on. And 123. Reset, stop, start. Okay, maybe I need to disappear this thing for a second. I think my timer might be broken. Of course, I get into this ready to go ahead and do the thing and my timer's broken. So there's shortcuts for it. Okay, let me try this. Hours, days, minutes. Stop, go back to the editing function. You know, what we may need to do is redo this whole thing again. Hold on, 18,123. Let me save settings. Settings saved. Stop. Reset. Start. No, nothing. Oh boy. Technical difficulties. The joys of streaming, right? Alright, let's... There we go. That wasn't too bad. Alright, cool. Just technical difficulties, you guys know. I hope everybody's doing alright today. Let me take my car keys out here. Yeah, today we're probably gonna go for a little bit. I'm gonna assume 3 or 4 hours today. Tomorrow I'll try and put in some good time. Excuse me. Okay, so we had just gotten here. We're about to go into the ice cave. Beanmaster is not going to be a good idea in here because it's flying and ice. Quagmire's not good. Ice. Orcs could be fairly decent, and Mary Mick might be alright as well. I don't think ice is good against this thing. I think it has very... I'm pretty sure it has very specific things. Yeah, fire, fighting, and ground. With ice also being weak. Cool. So we're gonna put Zukaka Feel up front as our thing. Oh, hold on. Do I have enough balls? Haha. 3 and 1. Let's get out of here and go buy something real quick. I guess if it's not meant to happen, it's not meant to happen. 3 and 1, that should be fine. Let's see. Do we lucky? No, that's a Zubat. Get out of here, Zubat. Hey, any of you guys playing Helldivers out there? I don't know if any of you guys play on PlayStation or PC or whatnot. But if you do, please let me know. I'm looking for active Helldivers to play with. Hello, Simone. Oh, new picture. What is your picture of? I remember there's something out one of these ways, but I can't remember what. And you guys know how much I hate puzzles. So this is like an absolute catastrophe to me. Even though I've done this a few times, I feel like I should know this by now, but I definitely don't. There we go. And we gotta go over here, because this is a required piece. Which is Waterfall, I believe. Jinx? Nope. Of course. Swinub. Let's get our ice buffalo. Oh, is it because it's ground? I think it is ground. Which version of Gender 2 will be on again? Which version of Pokemon am I on? Can you name the Swinub? Sure, I don't see a reason why not, if I can catch it. I just gotta find a good way to deal with it and not knock it out. You like Articuno? Yeah, Articuno's pretty decent. I guess we can go with Headbutt. Hopefully it doesn't do too much damage. Stop! Welp! I'm sorry, but you can't name it because it's dead. No Swinub for anybody. I thought it was not going to do that. Let me mark down Ice Cave as a dead zone. I thought it would not headbutt that hard. Apparently it did not want any other Icemon. Oh, I don't have my Strength Mon with me. That's alright. I think I can actually teach Strength to something. Oh, only those two? That's it? Ugly Pokemon? You don't like it? Let me see what I have for options here. Water Gun and Surf. And Dig and Earthquake. I guess we can get rid of Water Gun. It's not going to learn anything else, so... Surf, Dig, and Earthquake I think are fine. I don't ever really like having a Pokemon specifically used for one purpose. So I've always tried to go ahead and get my Pokemon to do more than one thing when possible. Oh shoot, hold on. Right. There we go. I was like, something doesn't seem right with this. Articuno is very beautiful. It's alright, but it's no Suicune. You know, I like Suicune a lot. I think it is quite a pretty Pokemon. Hello, Van. Alright, so we'll push it this way. Okay. This will not do anything, apparently. How am I doing? Better than I have been. Definitely better than I have been. I still feel congested. Luft found out it was bronchitis. So she got diagnosed with bronchitis, so that means I probably have bronchitis as well. Which would explain why it's been so persistent after this long. Alright, Moondrop. Catch you later. What is that? Bronchitis is just, it's like a lung infection. It tends to have a lot of, congestion and buildup, so you end up coughing up a lot of stuff. It usually tends to be bronchitis and pneumonia. The two tend to go hand in hand and have, like, the same symptoms and everything. But bronchitis can kind of stick around. It's not as deadly as pneumonia can be. But it's just very persistent and just doesn't go away on its own, usually. Alright, we're gonna grab all of what these are. I don't remember exactly what everything is here, but... It's immovably embedded in the ice. Oh, there is a hidden item, I think, either here or in that corner. I think it might be in the corner. It looks like it. Carbos is speed. We gotta hold on to that for a little. I may end up using that for... Quagmire, because it's pretty damn slow. Yeah, let's give it to Quagmire. Hello, Francisco. Man, I am terrible at these puzzles. Is there a boulder missing there that I don't have? There might be, but I don't think so. I'm pretty sure it's only 4 boulders, but we're gonna check anyway. Wow, another critical hit. Okay, I was gonna see if it would have knocked out if it hadn't gotten hit by a critical hit, but it seems like that's the only thing Orcs knows how to do. Yeah, I'm pretty sure it was only 4. Maybe I'm just on the wrong side or doing it in the wrong order. Oh, okay, I could have just fallen down that way. Disregard. I don't remember what this is, but I know that I grab it every time. I think it might be a rare candy. It's not worth taking down the Zubats. Maybe it might be worth going ahead and grabbing the, Never Melt Ice! There it is! That's the good stuff. And then Mystic Water comes from the guy on the other thing, so... when we go into the gym, Orcs will be holding the Never Melt Ice. If I remember correctly, jumping here will... Yeah. I don't remember what TM44 is, but... It is Rest. Garbage. Don't know why I picked it up. Icy Wind might be really good on what's it called? On the Seal. On Orcs. You know what? Let me go down for the other one first, because I believe the upper one is the one we need to go to. Use this iron on something. Probably use the iron on Bean Master here. Yeah, Bean Master it is. We probably could have used it on other stuff, but I feel like Bean Master is going to be the big one right now. I don't think Swinub is worth fighting either. Probably only Golbats. That's a Hyper Beam adjustment. Not worth the 90-something XP. You came all the way through Ice Path, you must be a real hotshot. Today is Saturday, so yep, that guy's there. Fantastic, we got to Blackthorn at a perfect time. We can talk to this guy here. Oh shit, what? I'm over here on autopilot. Just thinking jump over the cliff. Just over the rainbow. Spell tag, yeah, it boosts ghost type moves, which doesn't really help me right now, but nonetheless, it's still pretty good. I'm kind of sad that I taught the Shadow Ball to Ghastly, though, because I don't have an option to give it to something else now. We have 16 out of 20. Alright, let's deposit some of these items that we're sitting on. Potions, nuggets. We'll sell the nugget. We'll drop the burnt berry for now. The max potion, the never melt, and the PP and spell tag. We don't need any of those right now. See, the thing is that the move deleter is cool and all, but it only helps if you know what moves are coming and when. So if you don't properly know the moves and everything else, it's not like it can relearn it. Alright, so we need to go and grind anyway. Let me go ahead and teach Surf to the Seal as well. We're just gonna have a whole bunch of Pokemon that can use Surf because it's such a strong move. So Orcs will learn Surf. We'll have it get rid of Takedown. Takedown's not a fantastic move. And this is Route 45 or some nonsense. 45. Alright. So, Route 45 has some interesting stuff to it. I don't believe we did a Dark Cave. We did not. So we have nothing from Dark Cave, which is interesting because it means we'll have the we'll have the option of going into the cave for something like Wobbuffet. I should probably pick up more balls if I'm going to go after a Wobbuffet or whatever. 5 more should be okay. What do you think? So my chances are fairly weird here. Inside the cave, let's take a look at what we have options for. So Route 45, I believe Dawn Fan is our option in gold, which isn't really that great. Could be better. Let's see, we've got Geodudes and Gravelers, which we've already got. Gligar. Oh, Gligar is an option, but Gligar isn't that great in this one. Teddiursa is a possibility. Yeah, so we had Gligar and Teddiursa, and Skarmory and Phanpy are silver. None of those are great. Let's take a look at Dark Cave. So, Dark Cave, Route 45 side. Zubat, Golbat, Geodude, Wobbuffet. So if we go into the cave, Wobbuffet is a guaranteed capture for us. Yeah, you know, it might be worth going in for the Wobbuffet. I say we give it a go. Black glasses come from here as well, so it's also another option. So we've already got Zubats and Geodudes and Gravelers, so we don't have to worry about any of that. It's just hunting for the Wobbuffet. Hey, that was simple. Wobbuffet. Alright, let's Thunder Wave it. First try. I mean, second try, but yes. Let's go for... what do we even use here? I think we're just gonna have to dry catch it. I don't think we're gonna have much of an option. Who's going to name him? I believe everybody... well, who's left out there? Oh, shit, that was... that was a simple dry catch. Man, this is the first Wobbuffet we've had. Dark Cave... Wobbuffet. Let's see. Simone, I don't believe you have had a name this time. So, Simone, if you are still out there, still watching, the name is yours. Yay or nay? You think they're gone? Alright. So, is anybody out there still? Anyone? Hello? Alright, well, I guess since nobody's out there, I guess I'm gonna have to name it myself. Oh. Hello. Well, do you want to name the Wobbuffet? It is yours should you want it. You go ahead? Fantastic. Okay. I'm gonna name it Guan Yu then. You know what? No. Let's give it a name people might understand a reference to. Juan Bobo. Juan Bobo will not get use right now, but he will eventually get some use. Juan Bobo. Wabi? Wabi! Oh no! Okay, hold on. I got to rename this thing. Wabi. I don't think you've had a name here, Francisco, so let me go ahead and fly off and go get this thing renamed real quick to Wabi. Wabi. Interesting name. Alright, I guess, Francisco, you will be sponsoring the Wobbuffet. And its name will be Wabi. I can tell you I have a very certain plan for this thing. And unfortunately, it's probably gonna die at some point. But it's a guaranteed kill on something. I intend to Destiny Bond it. But it's gonna be way later when we start doing other stuff. So Wabi is there now. Alright, let me pull back Hooters. So we can fly back out. So this is going to be another grind session because we have that whole gym ahead of us that we have to do. Let me see what what's-her-name's stuff is equal to. Let's see, Claire. Gold and silver. So she has Dragonair, Kingdra. And I believe Seal will learn... How long would my watch time be on your stream? I have no idea. I couldn't tell you. Moveset Gen 2. I guess if I stand around, they'll call me. Tiffany. The, lady who who sets out stuff to eat. Seal Gen 2 learn set. I believe it will learn Ice Beam at 37. Perfect. So 37 will have to go ahead and stop it from evolving. Let's go heal everybody up before we do anything. Um, if we go down, there's actually a chance of getting a Dratini all the way at the bottom. I can't see anything in here that I would want. Yeah, we should be able to grind out Surfs and stuff here. It has Aurora Beam, which is, fairly strong. There's finally a hot day. What do you mean? How hot was it? $24. I'm not sure what the transition for temperature would be. I assume that would be hot. Let's go for the headbutt. Might stun it out. Meryl is so tanky. It's ridiculous how tanky Meryls are. I'm surprised every time that I see one. They just don't have the movesets in this generation to back them up. The Meryls are insanely good in later generations. About to use Wartortle. Yeah, let's switch it up for Zukaka. 75? Yeah, that's not too bad. That's not too bad at all. About to use Wartortle. We'll also leave that as well. 2 Wartortles and a Meryl. That Meryl was obviously the boss, and the Wartortles were the bodyguards. I believe I can call her for a thing as well. No, I guess not. We've already missed our chance because Gligar would have been our capture here. So Route 45 is dead. Graveler. I think I can surf this thing out. I don't trust the Aurora Beam to be able to take it out, because I think Aurora Beam is still set damage. No, you're not evolving. People going to barbecues and such. Nice. Yeah, that'd be kind of nice. I wouldn't mind going out to, like, barbecues and such like that. I haven't been out to one in a while. How can I stop? Okay, so if you didn't know, you can actually stop a Pokemon from evolving by hitting B. When it's evolving, just spam B and it'll stop evolving. Yeah. A lot of people would do that because they would want Pokemon to be faster, or to learn certain moves earlier. And if it evolves now, it's gonna learn its move too late. And if I get it to 37, it'll learn Ice Beam, and then it'll evolve. Which will make it much better overall. It won't be as strong as it could be, but it'll be strong enough to take on a whole bunch of stuff. So. You only need 2.5 more for the chicken. Nice. I think these are... apricorns, so we're not going to touch those. We'll go down this way, and we'll start by going this way. Dire hit. We can sell that off. We don't need that. Let's battle. I raise my Pokemon too. I should be able to just headbutt it. Oh, well. I guess headbutt didn't take it all the way out, so we'll surf it. Take this guy out too. Also surf. Alright, fly back up to the top. You normally have to do this like a few times to get everybody done and all the routes taken care of. So we can close this out, leave this open so I have access to it. May as well heal while we're here, get its moves back. Okay, we'll go down this one here. I know this guy, you can get a phone call from him, but I think he does Meryl explosions, which I don't think are going to be useful here. We'll just surf it. Surf should take care of just about everything in its way. Surf is such a good move. Nope. We'll go ahead and use Surf here as well. Do I have a pet? Yeah, man, I've got a dog. You guys hear me talk about my dog all the time. Remember how sometimes I say I have to go take care of my dog or gotta take it outside or feed it? Well, feed her. Orcs is evolving? No, Orcs is not evolving. I know you want to be a dugong super bad. Yeah, remember? Yep, she's old though. She's getting to that point where I'm very concerned for, like, how long she's got left to live. How can you cancel evolving? Well, for the second time, if a Pokemon is evolving, you can press B to stop it from evolving. So when it's evolving, instead of letting it evolve, you just keep pressing B, and it should stop the evolution. That's what I was mentioning when you asked the first time. Yeah, so you don't have to evolve. People would go ahead and stop evolutions because the Pokemon will learn their moves earlier if you stop them from evolving. And I believe they learn, not just learn things faster, but I believe their stats evolve slightly faster. They are not as strong as they would be if they did evolve, but the access to earlier moves and faster movement, I think, is just better overall. This guy's gonna have like a Machoke or something. Yeah, I thought so. Machoke is not something to mess with, so we're gonna switch to Beam Master here. Mom, what am I getting? Oh, because amulet coin. Right. The mom is nice, but I'm getting I get tired of her spending my money. Diglett might be fast enough to stop. Doug Trio, definitely fast enough to stop me. Not worth possibly losing my thing over it, so... Okay, we'll go down this way, and then instead of going over, we're gonna go down. And then we go down again. The power of the mountain. Just gonna Aurora Beam them all. Should take them out. Is Orcs from Orca? I don't actually know. You'd have to ask Jonko. I believe he came up with the name Orcs, but I don't think that, I don't know if it has a purpose or a thing that it comes from. So, one more. When it hits 37, it'll learn Ice Beam. And that's what we needed to learn. Yeah, Dragon's Breath, I think, for the Kingdra, it learns Hyper Beam as well. So, I mean, those are the only real problems. Dragon's Breath would, it does set damage, but still, it's a lot of damage. And then, Hyper Beam is obviously a lot of damage to begin with as well, so... Maybe Jonko wanted to name Orca. Press Z instead. No. Orcs was, I believe Orcs was the actual name. Back. Some pizza rolls going. Nice, nice. Yeah, Luft picked up some pizza rolls the other day, and I'm like, Luft, how do you expect me to lose weight when you keep filling the cabinets with chips and pizza rolls and taquitos? I'm just like... How do you expect us to go ahead and get back into shape? She must have bought this super potion. Okay, Moonstone, Max, Hyper. Let's pull out the Dire Hit. We're gonna sell off all the stuff that we don't really need to run. The thing is, I used to do a lot of running, and running is not going to help me lose weight, because I'm very accustomed to running, and, like, I may not be able to do it as much as I used to be able to, but, yeah, I definitely ran a lot, and it's not gonna lose me the kind of weight that I need. I have to do a lot of, like, weightlifting and stuff now to start losing serious weight. But that's okay. I used to be a gym rat, so used to spend a lot of time in the gym. So it's not like I don't know what I'm doing. I'm just really bad at like, controlling the stuff that I eat. Because I used to take in about 3,500 calories a day. Because I used to be a serious runner, so I would constantly I ran, I think, roughly about 7 miles a day. So, that was a thing. Or eat one thing in the middle of the night and eat nothing more. I'm not gonna starve myself. The problem with doing stuff like that is, so your body is a machine, right? You gotta think of it as a machine. You can't just think of it as, you know, something that you have. The machine is designed to go ahead and take in X number of, you know, calories. It needs the energy to go ahead and run. When you start telling the machine that, hey, resources are thin and there are no more resources, which, you know, if you're not eating, your body thinks that there's a shortage of food, right? A gym rat? You mean a gym Mr. Mick? That was me. Hey, Greninja, welcome. How are you doing today? Yeah, I remember you. It is nice to see you again. I was like, I've seen you before. Yeah. But yeah, when you go ahead and starve yourself of food, the problem is your body goes into what's known as starvation mode. It thinks that there's not enough food around. It thinks that there's not enough resources for you to put into it. So when your body goes into this starvation mode, when you start eating, your body, instead, it'll go ahead and digest the bare minimum that it needs to run, and it'll start stocking things into fat. So your body will immediately start holding on to as much fat as it can and converting everything that it can to fat, because there's a shortage of resources and it needs to try and conserve all the calories that it gets. So yeah, you don't want to do... Yes, I've been there, done that. Yeah, it's just one of those things, like, I tell people, if you're ever losing weight, you don't want to starve yourself. You can. It is a method. I mean, you know, less calories, more output is an option, but it's not a good option. It's like when I tell people, hey, you know, fats are not your enemy. Fats are fine. Sugars are bad, because sugar is going to go ahead and it's not going to digest properly. It's going to go ahead and convert to fats far quicker. You're going to cause liver damage consistently. It'll go in the order of sugars, carbohydrates, and fats. And that's the order your body is going to burn stuff in. Sugar, because it's as simple as you can, and it'll start pushing through it. You don't gotta stop eating, just eat better food, right? Well, it's not even better food. Like, you could turn the whole thing into a numbers game. If you really want, you can just think, I just need to eat X number of calories and I'll be perfectly fine, which is an option. Eating better is going to lead to your body processing stuff better, but it's not a requirement. You can eat junk food all day long as long as you fall under the calories stuff, if that's how you want to count it. Tastes good though. You started playing Poke MMO? Nice! So, wait, how the F did this conversation come to be? Oh, this happens all the time. No, we were just talking about, like, we were talking about the origin of orcs, this thing's name, and then it went to, oh, do we go surf? Let's do Aurora Beam. It might take it out, it might not. Sand attack, perfect. I'm willing to risk it. Dad says if you want to lose weight, eat no more bad stuff and eat normal food and go work out. Yeah, I mean, that's the thing. It's as simple as, like, pizza rolls are done, be right back. He was weird. Here was weird too. It's just, you know, conversations happen. I don't really stop people from talking about whatever they want to talk about, so whatever comes up happens to be the conversation of the day, and today it's, you know, working out. I'm definitely overweight now, but I used to be a really big gym rat. I used to spend a lot of time in the gym and everything. So, even though I definitely don't look it, I used to be really, like, really toned. Are you also on Twitch? I am. Same name and everything. You can find me under the same name for all social medias. Where's the trunk or treat incident? I wouldn't say it was weird. I'd say that was very entertaining. When Luft and I get into fights like that, you guys are always very entertained. But yeah, it's if you want to turn it into a pure numbers game, you absolutely can. You know, calories in versus calories out. You can do that. It's an option. You'll lose weight and you'll gain muscle slowly, right? 20 plus is, or 20%. Yeah, I mean, a BMI or body mass index can be a good measure of whether somebody is overweight. But when you get into very interesting stuff like, also here's a sub, you didn't do it last time. I definitely thought you had subbed last time, Greninja. Well, either way, I'm here every day, so you can find me. Hopefully it makes it easier. One of the best streams so far? Yeah, I think a lot of people liked it. Do I know my BMI? No, not off the top of my head. But here's the thing. So BMI is usually a really good measure of whether someone is overweight or not. The issue comes in if your only measurement for weight is what someone's BMI, it's fairly misleading. When you get into things like powerlifting and stuff like that, powerlifters tend to have a very high BMI, but it's because their body requires a lot of energy. So being overweight and knowing how much I used to go ahead and lift and everything, it doesn't bother me. Having a little bit of extra fat isn't a bad thing. It means that if you go into powerlift, your body's gonna have a ton of extra energy to work with. So you can do a lot more lifting. Yes, you know how I found you? I have no idea. Usually, I don't think most people find me by... Most people do not find me by searching in my name. It's usually recommendations from other videos. Or it's usually, hey, have you seen this? Or it's something weird that people type something odd in the search bar, like, you know, foot scrub, skin flakes, dietitian, shows it all. And... and then I pop up as a video, and I'm just like, why the fuck am I associated with this? Think your fit BMI was like 19 or 20 or something around there? Yeah, and I don't think there's anything wrong with if you have too much muscle. Yeah, and that's one of those things that, like, for powerlifters, they have a lot of muscle, right? But they also have a lot of fat, so their bodies don't always tend to be the healthiest of bodies because they need a lot of energy. They have, you search Pokemon Nuzlocke in the filter live and go to low viewers, sometimes questionable stuff comes up. Ah, I see. Yeah, I tend to go ahead and, like, this just happens to be the next challenge on my way to doing all my stuff, so... I think that's how a lot of people during ARC found me, was when I was doing ARC. I think I was one of the few people who consistently had, like, a super consistent schedule. I was always on every day. I think I can take it. And if not, we'll see what level it pops out. Hold on. Oh, 25? Yeah, I can do it. An 11 level difference with a stab? Yeah. They need damn calories. Well, yeah, it's true. So, like, take a look at the musculature of powerlifters. Let me do this whole speech after I get through this, so I can actually focus on the who's, how's, whys of what people do. Let's get rid of rest. There it is. Now we can evolve this thing into a dugong. We can let it evolve instead of stopping it now. Now that it's got Ice Beam, that's all I needed. Alright, so, when you're taking a look at bodybuilders have a lot of what's called, they have a lot of high twitch muscles. A high twitch muscle is something that is used for power. It's when you need large bursts of energy to go ahead and pick up a thing, or push something, or move something, when you have to show large bursts of strength. Like, there's this bar in front of me, I have to pick it up and put it over my head. That's going to require a lot of high twitch muscles to be able to go ahead and push out as much energy as they can to get that bar above your head and then be able to go ahead and put it down, right? So they have a lot of those high twitch. High twitch muscles require a lot of calories because they're used to putting out bursts of energy. They can't do a lot of stuff very long, but they can do massive bursts of strength quickly within a small period of time. Speaking of gyms, how many badges do I have? I have 7. I have to go do what's-her-name. That's the reason we got the dugong, is so that I can have an ice Glock on my team. I feel like ice Glock is like necessary because there's always some dragon trainer at some point in these games. But yeah, so they have a lot of this fat. So you'll find bodybuilders are not always in the best of shape, but they're very strong. They're not out of shape. They just have a lot of fat because they need it to be able to, hey, Dawson Games, welcome back. It's nice to see you again. Because they need that extra reservoir to be able to feed their muscles, right? So, that's one of those big things. That's why I say that, like, if you have a lot of fat and you want to go ahead and burn weight, you need to go ahead and do weightlifting. Don't neglect your leg days, but you need to do a lot more weightlifting because your body is going to burn that fat. Are you a Pokemon yet? I'm still not a Pokemon. I am still not capturable. Listen, do not capture me. Need to add you to my team for the league? Man, you're gonna add me to the team for the league, and I'm gonna walk onto the field, and you're gonna throw me up against, you know, insert whatever. And I'm gonna get my ass beat. You fit perfectly between Psyduck and Magikarp? Oh no. Is that what you think of me? I'm just fodder. Fodder for the team. Alright, let's get on some actual grinding because I know everybody loves to just watch me fight the same Pokemon for, like, hours. You think I'm gonna be like, you're gonna go ahead and hit up the party, and I'm gonna be like this. You're gonna be like, hey, go get him. Use Tail Wag. And I'm gonna be like, oh, okay. That'll show him. Is that what you think I'm gonna do? Okay, so Orcs is up front. I think Orcs at level 42. So I think 42 should be enough to survive. It should be enough to survive a Hyper Beam. Let's, okay, so Aurora Beam will take out a Graveler. Perfect. That's all I needed to know. Because that means that the rest of it is perfectly fine. It'll work. That's why I kept Aurora Beam instead of replacing it. I figured it was a better option. Who are you going to vote on to the election? Let's not talk politics. It's what that's just a topic I don't even want to get into. There's no good candidates. As far as I'm aware, there's no good candidates. Like, no matter what I choose, there's nobody good on the Democrats or Republicans side. Both people have made bad decisions. Both people are not doing great things. And I don't expect much from them. So I don't really have any good answer for it. But I try and avoid politics because that's a big push-button issue. But, yeah. Yeah, I'm hoping that today we'll probably go ahead and have your Pokemon doing really energetic. Actually, you know what? Can I call all of these people, and will they tell me if they're ready to battle? Hello, this is Todd. My Psyduck's looking awesome. Hey, I almost caught a Drowsy. Cool. You're gonna vote for Eugene Krabs? that moment Paulus gets brought up in a Pokemon channel. Yeah, it's one of those things. It's like the craziest thing. I'm like, we're sitting here playing Pokemon, and everyone's like, hey there, who are you voting for? I'm just like, holy shit. There's actually more political parties. Explain to you the rules of the Thanos challenge. Sure. So, you know how a regular Nuzlocke works, right? If you know how a regular Nuzlocke works, then you pretty much know how the Thanos challenge works. What makes it slightly different, is that the Thanos challenge is kind of just the name. The real name of the actual challenge is the Pokemon Gauntlet. Hey there, who are you voting for? Yeah, that's how it goes. Alright, catch you later, plush. But yeah, so the real thing is the Nuzlocke Gauntlet. The Nuzlocke Gauntlet consists of a Nuzlocke that takes place over the course of the entire mainline series. So that's how it works. You start at the very beginning, and it's not just one in each game. It is the entire thing. So red, blue, yellow. You have to play the full generation, not just a part of it. So it's 36 games. You gotta push through, and if you end up, you need to make a command for people so they can do that and read the rules. That would completely blow up the chat. But I think that's a good idea. I will write that down. So give me a second. That's a pretty decent idea. I'll put it on my list of Pokemon ideas. Command to show the rules. Pretty much normal, but you're doing all the versions. Yes. And it's all considered one continuous Nuzlocke. So, if I fail at any point, regardless of what point I am, I have to start over at the very beginning. So, it's a Nuzlocke, but the entire series is considered one Nuzlocke. All the gyms on the thing. Exactly! Exactly! That's the joke. I'm so glad somebody picks up on the joke. Because that's exactly what it is. It's the gyms on the Thanos Gauntlet, because you're collecting all the gyms to get them together. And it's called the Pokemon Gauntlet. So, thus the Thanos Gauntlet. Yeah. Failed on the 31st. You're back at the start. Yes! That's what makes it difficult. I think only one person has managed to finish this challenge, if I remember. Polyworlds. The thing is, like, I'm pretty sure some of these people have told me they're ready to fight, but... Oh, is that all? I guess I've maxed out my phone numbers here. Yeah, it's pretty bad. I failed. My last big failure was in Crystal. And it sent me all the way back to Red. And that's currently what we're... Let's finish it today. Yeah, I don't think that's happening. Because when we finish this, even if we finish this, we still have to go through the second half. Generation 2 isn't complete until I beat Red. It's not just the gyms, it's finishing off Red as well. And since I think we're probably going to get a new set of Pokemon games at some point, so if those get added in, they will get slapped onto the back of the challenge, so... Alright, that's out, so... Needs to have much fingers for all the gyms, and the Elite Four, and all the gens. Yeah, just, maybe I should commission a picture where it's just Thanos looking at 2 sets of gauntlets, and every time we get through a new generation, a new gauntlet appears. That would be pretty hilarious. And wish for the fingers all gone. Well, that's kind of the point. I know a lot of people have attempted to go ahead and do the Thanos or to do the Pokemon Gauntlet, and a lot of people have quit. So, you know, the snap comes in whenever they decide to finally give up. When, you know, they end up dying on, like, moon and sun, or something crazy. He has an Edward Scissorhands finger length. That's what they, that's me. That's what they call me, Edward Scissored feet. In Gen 4. I know that you keep saying Gen 4 is so scary, but, like, most people end up, I think most people end up passing at Crystal, Gen 4, and I believe Gen 7? I think. I don't know. I don't know off the top of my head. I don't know the statistics of failure. I just know it has, like, a 99% failure rate for the Gauntlet. Mainly more because people give up than anything else. Edward Scisnavox. Maybe that's what I'll do. I'll just come in and have, like, little scissors on my dog's feet or something. This is a good place to grind, and this is mainly where we're gonna do our grinds anyway. Pretty much all of these Pokemon can get ground up here. Wow, it went straight for the self-destruct. It was like, you're gonna die. Myths tell that a Zonavox... Myths tell that a Zonavox is the one Pokemon that has secretly escaped capture for thousands of years, to the point he isn't even registered as a Pokemon. The Pokeballs themselves do not register that he is a Pokemon, as he lives his daily life. Studied humans, became a Nuzlocke to hide his identity. So, like, I have thought of a whole backstory for my dog and everything, and why it does what it does. Maybe at some point I'll go ahead and show it off, but I want to put together a thing. I love how it will self-destruct even when I'm underground. Ow. That's right, Dig will not affect that. So that's good to know. Dig will still get hit by magnitude. That voice you read with? Me? Funny, yeah, so I do have a whole reading voice and everything. I don't use it too much anymore. Dude can be a professional voiceover. Yeah, I've practiced a lot of that stuff, you know?
Raikou, Entei, and Suicune split as soon as you free them, and you'll spend the rest of the game wandering from route to route in Johto. You'll meet them again, but when you get into random battles, one will appear instead of the local Pokemon, but no one knows when and where. But don't be afraid when you encounter them. Instead of attacking, these level 40 Pokemon will run immediately.
You know, I've done a lot of stuff like that over the years, so... yeah, I could probably do it. It would be cool, but getting into voice acting is way more difficult than I'd like it to be. You know, it's really hard to get into voice acting. If it were easy, I'd be doing that professionally. You know, that's kind of my dream job, honestly. Can you do all types of voices? Yeah, I can do quite a bit of different types of voices. I mean, I've got a lot of accents under my belt. So accents are my real big specialty. You know, everything from your traditional American country accent all the way up to your Irish accent, where you have the nice flits and goes. Everybody listens to you as you're going ahead and lighting up the oil and showing them a good show, singing the songs of the people.
Can I do Russian accent? I mean, I can do accent. I don't know if it's particularly good, but Russian accent is close. Is close. It's not perfect. I need practice. Problem is, unless I hear accent, I cannot mimic accent. So here, people, I make mimic accent. Not here, I cannot make. But yeah, if I hear somebody's accent, I can usually do their accent. You can run a second channel as Irish and never reveal your real voice. Yeah, that could be a possibility. Can you do a Dutch accent? I have no idea what a Dutch accent sounds like. Possibly. If like I said, if I hear it, I can learn it. You know, here's how I put it. If I can go ahead and do a Nigerian accent like this, then I can pretty much do any accent that you want. I just need the time, the place, to be able to hear the people say what they have to say, and be able to mimic the speech patterns and the way that they are speaking. So, as if I can do that, I mean, I can pretty much do any accent, I'm sure. So, yeah, I've practiced a lot. I find accents in other languages fascinating, so it's one of those things that I pick up accents because I really like the way that people speak. So when I hear people speak, I learn how they speak, and I learn to mimic it and stuff like that. I've always thought it was really cool. I've never done it to make fun of anybody. I've always done it because I'm just honestly interested in that kind of stuff. But yeah, it's fun. It's fun learning accents. I think it's very entertaining. Yeah, the funniest part is when people find out that I'm Puerto Rican, and they're like, there's no way. You should hear your voice. I mean, I could just probably find a Dutch accent and learn to mimic it. Do you ever go through drive-thrus and use random? I used to. When I was still practicing and learning some things, I would definitely use different accents. Luft has told me I have a bad habit of using accents in unintended places. Because accents are second nature to me, sometimes I'll switch into them without even realizing. Like, my thank you is permanently, like, thank you is normally how I've always said thank you, ever since, like, forever. Thank ya. Or, how you doing today? You know, because Australian was one of the first accents I learned. So it's one of those accents that, like, permeates the way that I speak sometimes. So I'm in the middle of going and speaking to somebody, and then suddenly I'll just pop into an Australian accent, and I don't even realize what I'm doing. And people are over there like, why are you going and doing that? And I'm like, I don't even realize it. I'm sorry, I just have to, like, physically switch back into it. And it takes a second for my brain to register that you shouldn't be doing this. Sometimes people think I'm making fun of them, and I have to explain that I practice accents in my spare time, and that when I hear an accent, I'm not making fun of them. It's my brain registering that I'm picking up an accent to learn. So, it's just one of those things I have to be wary of sometimes. Yeah, I don't think Bean Master is gonna be our big deal with it Pokemon this time. Everyone has some interesting random skill. You can low-key be a professional whistler. Hey, that's pretty cool. Whistling, I think whistling is pretty difficult. I mean, I can whistle, but yeah, not great. Not great at whistling. You're so good that you could build a career if you went to the right place. Yeah, if I could find somebody who would be willing to go in and pick me up, I'm sure that I could build a career. It truly is a dream job to me. I've always felt that I wouldn't care if I'm recognized on the street. What would be nice, though, is to be recognized for my voice. You know, somebody's out there buying groceries and they recognize me speaking would be the highest form of flattery, in my opinion.
You're good at slinging ropes? That's pretty cool. Are you talking like lariats kind of things? Like lassos and stuff? Or are you talking like rope tying? Like latching stuff down like they would on ships? Or, like tying a whole bunch of stuff up? Or like getting ropes into places they shouldn't be? New grinding spot, let's go! Yeah! We're back here, Jonko. We are in the mountains, beating up the rocks. Everybody wants to see the sucks. We are fighting all the Geodudes. Yeah, I'm glad to be in a new grinding spot. Orcs is ready to go. Orcs is battle ready at 42. We're just kind of getting everybody to where they need to be. Once we finish off this and and get to the last spot, we're gonna go ahead and get everybody up to 55, and then we'll go slap on the Elite Four. So that'll be the goal this time, is 55. Then we can go through the rest of the game, and we should be all good for a while. We've missed out on some interesting opportunities for attacks, though. For different Pokemon and stuff. But we did get a Wobbuffet. Unexpectedly Wobbuffet. You've tied a rope to a tree and sling that rope. Very good on building on, build good political parties. Callus is not I was like, you're building political parties with ropes? I thought politicians built their political parties with spider webs. I don't think Zukaka can do anything against those, so we'll pretty much have to let Zukaka like, do on its own. Team is looking solid so far. Yeah, so I mean, it's a little different than it was last time, which is kind of nice. Just the fact that these two are in here is a pretty damn good combo. I like Quagmire, and I'm very excited to use it, just because it's water and ground, so it's got a lot of really good coverage. And Zukaka, I didn't know its special was so high, so that's a really fun one. Of all things, you get a Wobbuffet? That's crazy, because it's very unusual to find. Not very good on its own. Yeah, I have a plan for it, but I think it's gonna be taken to, the Wobbuffet's probably gonna be taken to Red, and we're probably gonna use it for, like, a Destiny Bond creature. I don't know what it currently has on it, but counter, Mirror Coat, Safeguard, and Destiny Bond. So I'll probably end up using this thing as a Destiny Bond creature to force out whatever Pokemon they have to die. More likely than not, that'll be the plan. But yeah, Wobbuffet. Crazy, right? You build too much muscle because you need to keep on and keep... Oh, yeah! Oh, yeah, I can imagine. It's why sailors were always usually pretty ripped. You know, because latching down stuff and dealing with ropes and having to pull things tight and drag things along, not exactly easy work. I think 43 should be fine. 43 should be more than enough. So we'll take everything to 43, and then we'll go deal with the gym. Why did I do this to myself? I did not. I didn't even take my my things up to heal. I literally flew to... Well, that's fine. I literally flew to the thing and then didn't do what I was gonna do. You haven't done it in a while because of bad weather? Well, you know what you should do? If you're really good with ropes and stuff, maybe you should think about, doing, like, lasso competitions. So out in the Midwest of the United States, they have a lot of, like, cowboy-style competitions, like professional rodeo riders, lasso competitions, horse riding, tricks, stunts, and stuff like that. Sounds fun. Those moves are only moves it's going to learn, by the way. Oh, no. I didn't know those are the only ones it's going to learn. So how's it supposed to do anything? Can become a threat in later gens because of Shadow Tag. Oh, yeah. I've heard that, if I'm not mistaken, I believe Wobbuffet is banned from professional play because of Shadow Tag. At least I remember something like that. You can ride a horse already? Yeah, then maybe you should get into lasso. If you can ride a horse and you're pretty good with ropes, I think doing lasso competitions would be pretty cool. If we can just bite our way through, that'll be fantastic. So I guess we'll just bite our way through some of the... Ooh, disregard. It doesn't work on everything, I guess. Because it's basically you and a Wobbuffet trapped in an iron cage until you or Wobbuffet dies. Yeah, I think they said the reason they banned it is because they didn't want Wobbuffet versus Wobbuffet battles to be a thing. So 2 Wobbuffet shadow tags, Wobbuffets, sitting in a thing. Do you not find a lasso competition here? Why don't you start one? Or even better, make a course and then like you could create a lasso competition. You know, make a course, set up some wood pieces, learn how to tie your lariats and stuff, and then go ahead and try lassoing things from horseback. Make a whole course where you have to do stuff like that. I mean, what's stopping you from making it a whole thing where people can earn like a couple extra bucks off of a bet or something, and then maybe it'll go ahead and turn into a big thing. When a Wobbuffet is being a punching bag, counter reflects physical moves, mirror coat reflects special back to your opponent. Ah, I see. So you literally just use it to go ahead and have things punch back and forth, and that's its whole purpose. That's pretty hilarious. Yeah, I've always heard that Wobbuffet is good in later gens, because it can just deal with pretty much any powerhouse it comes across. But I never understood why, and now I know. And now I know. Fuck. Poison's not good. Good thing we have all these antidotes, right? You want a fighting type Wobbuffet instead of it being a punching bag. You, the trainer, are the punching bag unless you're nice to it. Honestly, I think that basically you want it to get hit so you can hit back because it doesn't really do anything on its own. I think that would be interesting. Can you imagine them making a dark fighting Wobbuffet? And what its moves do is instead of it like constantly reflecting, it has an ability that shunts off the damage it would take to the Pokemon next to it. Or it like randomly deals damage to something else. So in like double and triple battles, it could shunt off damage to all Pokemon in the area based on the moves it uses. Or it takes the damage it gets, converts it to a different type in like a 2-stage move, and then reflects it back with like a completely different element attached to it. Like, that would be cool as hell. I think that would be a Wobbuffet that people would find useful. Given an ability, like, called, like, Slick Code or something, that when it takes damage, like, it only takes 50% of the damage that it would normally take, and if you're in, like, a duo or triple battle, it would go ahead and shunt off the other damage at either 50% to the other Pokemon, or 25% to the other two. So you could really go ahead and build a whole strategy around it. That'd be a cool thing. We'll bite through the little guys and tackle out some of the other ones that aren't so damage resistant. Wait, did Orcs just hit like 44? Okay, I think we can take the item off of it now. The Never Melt Ice is somewhere else. We'll go ahead and give the Quagsire, or Quagmire the thing. Although leveling up a Wobbuffet is painful unless you're going to use the XP share, I'll probably end up using XP share. I can't see it. There are some Pokemon, I think, in my other playthrough that I strictly leveled them up through XP share. I don't think they actually got into their own fights on their own. Let me see if you still have moves available to you. Bites and Surfs. Cool. You want to write a book of your ideas? Yeah, it sounds like it'd be a good idea. Don't talk about your ideas if that's the... Also, pasting it 3 times when I didn't see it the first time is not going to make me see it any faster. Sometimes I'm just looking at the chat or looking at other chats and stuff. So I promise I'll see it. And if I don't see it for like a while, then be alright to go ahead and do the thing. But I got you. Yeah, don't tell anybody your ideas if that's the case. If you're gonna go ahead and write a book, you know, the best time to start is now. Why put off tomorrow what you can do today? How many chats do I have? I have 3. I got 3 chats in total. I guess we can go with the bite here. Why not? Alright, this thing's 43 officially. Cool. So we can now switch this out. I think Quagmire is gonna go ahead and get... Let me take the item, give this to Zukaka Field, because it's not gonna get very much XP here. Because all of these things are immune to it, so... You made a Fakemon Cerebus that has an ability similar to Skill Link. Also has a chance to burn after it hits. It's not too broken because you learn how to balance Mons. Yeah, that's one thing I've always disliked, is when people go ahead and they decide to make their own their own mons and stuff like that, they're always like,
What can I give it the most broken ability possible? You know what? I'm gonna go ahead and give this thing Destiny Bond as an ability, but we're gonna go ahead and call it Death Note. So that way, when it gets hit, it'll write the opponent's name in the Death Note, and they'll die in 3 turns like Perish Song. But here's the thing, if the Pokemon is still in the Pokeball, it still works! So we're gonna go ahead and put this as a legitimate Pokemon, and everyone's gonna love it and use it.
and I'm just like, God, it's not even balanced. I'll be waiting around 43. Alright, let's go fight her. I've always disliked that when people decide that they want to go ahead and make their own things, but they don't understand how balance works, and so they just give it some overpowered ability of... Like, let's take a look at one of my favorite Pokemon, Shedinja. Is it broken? Absolutely. Can it be beaten? Yes, but not without a lot of work. Shedinja is not a balanced Pokemon. Having 1 HP doesn't make it not balanced. The most balanced mons have bad stats but good abilities. Like what? What do you feel is a Pokemon that has bad stats but has a good ability that makes up for it? It has Beat Up, which is, as far as I know, doesn't get the boost, but it has Rock Blast, which definitely gets the boost. So, what does Skill Link do? Sorry, you may have to explain some stuff to me because I honestly just don't know it. Oh, she still sells Rage Candy Bars. I guess they must have left all of theirs. Yeah, when we get to Gen 3, I hope you guys don't mind explaining some stuff that I don't know about Pokemon. I'm about to use Kadabra. Should be fine. Alright, 43 Zukaka Field, let's get you up front. Even though you only know, like, 1 electric move. Is an ability that boosts moves that hit multiple times and guarantees all 6 to hit. Oh! That's cool as fuck! That's super cool. I can see why they didn't introduce that in this generation. Oh god, does that mean, does Whitney in Fire Gold and Leaf Green, or not Fire Gold, in Soul Silver and Heart Gold, does she have Skill Link on her Milk Tank? Because that's gonna sound nonsense if it does. If a Pokemon with the static is hit by a move making contact, there's a 30% chance to paralyze. That's pretty cool. Man, there's so many abilities I'm gonna have to learn. Mareep and Static. That was a bad option for you. She didn't see that one coming. I say usually because the accuracy can affect the moves. Don't know for certain. Still, even then, it sounds pretty solid. Ooh, that's not a good matchup at all. That's gonna hurt. Hey, it's nighttime now. What are you gonna do about it? You made me lose my Pokemon. Trying to learn Screech. No. It's not gonna learn anything great except for Zap Cannon, which is not even that good either. Milk Tank gets Scrappy, so as long as you don't have a Ghost-type Pokemon, you're safe from the cow. Huh. So, I'm assuming Scrappy allows it to go ahead and hit Ghost-types. Oh, Route 44. So 43 is just beforehand, okay. Let me pull out my bicycle. I like to ride my bicycle. I like to ride my bike. I like to ride my bicycle. I like to ride it day or night. Yeah, I'm gonna have to really, like... It also has Thick Fat and Sap Sipper as a hidden ability. I don't know what? What are those? I assume Thick Fat has something to do with augmenting its defense. The power of the Pokemon I caught. Yeah, very powerful. Powerful indeed. May I please see it? Please? Please? Like a Skexy. Oh, I forgot 43 has like a massive... 43 is a very long thing. It's over on the other side. So where the heck is 43? Hold on. Oh, she's over here, Lake of Rage. I'm over here trying to figure out where she's at. Let me head back and stop being a dingus. Scrappy allows normal and fighting moves to hit ghost types? That's interesting. Huh. Thick Fat makes fire and ice do less damage, and Sap Sipper makes it so it raises attack when it's hit with grass. Okay, so I have a question. How many abilities can a Pokemon have? And are all of those abilities active at once? Milk Tank is the avatar confirmed. Oh, right. This guy, somebody stole his uniform kind of thing. I was waiting. Let's battle. Alright, let's not do that. Bean Master. Fight it. Maximum of 3 unless you're Rockruff and you have 4. Huh. So all of those abilities are active at once? Or do they just choose an ability that activates at the start of the battle? Because if all 3 of those abilities activate at once, that's pretty damn crazy. And I can understand why trainers will look for very specific abilities. And I think natures don't play a place until, like, way later, right? Okay, so we're gonna go ahead and deal with what's-her-name, so... Withdraw, we're gonna pull out the... never melt ice. Two regular abilities and one hidden. And no, they don't have them all at once, just one per Pokemon. One Pokemon per ability. That's okay. That sounds a lot more balanced than I thought it was gonna be. Alright, give this to Orcs, just like last time. We'll also use the PP up on Orcs' Ice Beam. More ice beams, the better. Alright. You know this is gonna be pretty solid, fun and fast. Been a long journey, we're almost to count on me. Uses mythical and sacred dragon type. I love how everyone's like, dragon types are sacred, and then later generations they're like, dragon Pokemon are made into pies. I'll show you how tough they are. Yeah, super tough. Aurora Beam. Aurora Beam. Aurora Beam. And starters tend to have only 2 abilities unless you're Ash's Pokemon. Unless you're Ash's Plot Armor Greninja. That has all those abilities plus the ability to, like, Digi-merge to its trainer. I love how, I love how they do this, and I can't, like, push the boulder into this trainer. Like, the trainer's gonna stop it. What are they gonna do? Stop me from squashing them to death? That's not gonna stop me. Just standing there. Here's what we'll do. We'll switch into Zukaka Field. Have it use regular-ass Thunder Shocks. Because you don't learn anything that's good for this. I can't even teach you, like, Thunder Punch. Ridiculous. Yeah, I've seen some of the clips with his Greninja, and I'm like, that's cheating at this point. How would they even allow this Pokemon to do what it does? Hello, Daniel C. Welcome to... Jesus Christ. Welcome to the crew. Nice to see ya. I'll give you the whole speech. We're usually here Monday through Sunday, so feel free to stop on in. Water starters get Torrent, Grass gets Overgrowth, and Fire gets Blaze. You'll see when you get to Gen 3, and they're extremely situational. Well, I think Gen C is gonna be... We're gonna go with the Torch Chicken. We're gonna go with the Fried Chicken, so... Don't really care about Pokemon, but I love the little dog and wanted to show my support. Keep up the good stuff. So many Pokeballs. That's okay. So my channel's not very specific to Pokemon. My channel focuses on completing extremely difficult or time-consuming challenges, so you'll see me switch from genre to genre. But your support is always appreciated. I am always more than happy to take people in. We'll be on Pokemon for, I think, roughly about 2 years. This challenge is extremely difficult. But yeah, feel free to come show your support. I think the next challenge that I do is probably going to be between either Terraria in a year, where I do an entire year of Terraria. Fortune Mudkip's always the better option. It's going to be Borderlands 1 Life to Live, or, damn, 2. Yeah, it's just because, so, a Nuzlocke is a very difficult challenge in itself, but doing the Pokemon Gauntlet requires me to go through every single game with the Nuzlocke, rules attached to it. And if I fail at any point in the challenge, I have to restart from the beginning. So, I say 2 years because I have to go through all the mainline games, so it's gonna take a while. Pokemon is a hyperfixation, so I'll always be here to help when I can. Yeah, if you guys, like I said, Pokemon is not my specialty, and it's been, like, forever since I've played it, so I'm gonna ask a lot of dumb questions when we start getting to Generation 3 and onwards. Ice Beam. Done. Done. Glad to be here then. Yeah, feel free to pop in. Usually, like I said, I'm here Monday through Sunday most of the time, with the occasional day off because I gotta get something done or whatever, but you'll find me here. My average broadcast length is 2 hours, longer on the weekends. So, I don't have anything else going on the weekends, so I tend to go ahead and just go in. Dratini, Aurora Beam, Dragonair, Ice Beam. So, I think what we're gonna do is... Let me just use the potions I have in here. What we're probably gonna do is we'll have Dugong handle the first part, then we'll pull out Zukaka Field to deal with the Kingdra. Because it has Hyper Beam, which it does damage, but not enough damage, and Dragon Rage, which it's set damage, so it's not gonna be crazy. Let me save. I know it doesn't really matter. No real point in saving before gym battles, because it's not like I can reset. Alright, yeah. Show me your Pokemon. Ice Beam, so long. Dragonair, Ice Beam, so long. Dragonair, Ice Beam. And then, Kingdra. We'll switch to Zukaka Field for Thundershock. Thundershock. Ooh, did it use Surf? Let's go for... Let's go with Beam Master here. Let me slow down my speed before I get my shit knocked out. Yeah, there's now 9 generations. They skipped 10 to make a huge Gen 6 base game. Basically, Pokemon Z game we requested for years. Use the Hyper Potion, of course. It's okay, you're paralyzed. I'm not worried about it. They'll just keep biting. Where is that super potion? Keeps putting itself in its own little problems. Will you play Pokemon Za? Probably. Not on the channel, but I'll probably end up playing it on my own. I should definitely put out my my Nintendo Switch thing, so you guys can, like, add me if you wanted. I don't really play on my Switch too often, but... Gonna make sure Gen 2 eventually happen. No, because they aren't gonna make Gen 2 in late 24, 25. Effort into a larger game, I'll admit I prefer. Yeah, I would much prefer that. I would prefer if they didn't just pump out a garbage game. I would honestly hope... I would love if they took 2 years and made a game with an active time battle system. That's what I want. Listen, I'll take that. Even if they came up with their own... If they came up with their own Pokemon MMO thing and decided to make a legitimate Pokemon MMO, you bet your sweet ass I'll be paying that $15 a month subscription fee to play it. I wouldn't mind playing something like that. It just sounds fun. I would... Because, like, you know, as much as I don't want to play, like, MMOs, pay-to-play MMOs, I will. That just sounds like a good time. Do I have to deal with what's-his-ass in here? I don't remember. Let's see... Nope, just Dratini, Magikarp, and bullshit in here. I guess if we catch a Dratini, that's cool. I really don't need one. But... I need a Pokemon with Whirlpool. Right. Actually, do I need Whirlpool to get to her? Claire's so salty, refuses to literally do her job. Yeah, it bugs me. She shouldn't be a trainer. She knows better. Yeah, there's one Whirlpool in this area, so I'm gonna need it regardless. The epitome of laziness, right there. Let's see... I guess we can go ahead and put away Bean Master for now. I'll be back for you, Bean Master. Don't be mad. And I think the clap has it. Supersonic withdrawal. Oh, no, it's not the clap that has it, it's Trader. Trader's got the Whirlpool. Yeah. I think that Star... I think it could learn Whirlpool, Waterfall, and Surf. So ideally, it takes out, like, the 3 big ones right there. It's just not a Pokemon I feel like using. Looking forward to dinner. You're gonna have some sweet potato fries. That sounds delicious. I haven't had sweet potato fries in a long time. You know what I really miss? Like rosemary potatoes. I used to make them all the time, but I haven't, like, bought rosemary potatoes in so long, the little red ones. Who knows, maybe it'll be a Dratini. It's a carp. Yeah, I like cooking quite a bit. It's just I haven't cooked in, like, forever. Luft tends to go ahead and do the cooking. She wants me to leave it to her to do it. Mainly because she feels like if she's not doing it, then she's not doing anything. I'm like, you do so much, what do you mean? Alright, I recognize your true power. Here's the badge. Yeah, okay. Get out of here. I want you to have this TM. As compensation for me being a bitch. No, it doesn't have anything to do with my breath. Haha, what a fun joke for the kids. If you don't want it, you don't have to take it. Do you know how to get there from New Bark Town, Surf? Don't you dare lose. If you do, I'll feel even worse about having lost to you. Oh no. Hello, Demon Pumpkin. How are you doing? Dratini, Dratini. Nope. How long do you intend to stay alive? I don't know. Maybe between 3 and 4 hours today. I'm probably not gonna put in forever today, but, my intent at some point is to go ahead and start doing regular 7-hour streams on the weekends. 2-hour streams during the weekdays, and then 7 hours on weekends. That's the goal. Who knows if I'll actually get to that, but... Oh, Professor Elm, I totally forgot you existed. I have something for you. Can you swing by the lab? We're gonna first go ahead and put Trader away. Because we need Waterfall more than we need anything else. Waterfall's not a bad move. It's just not Surf. I think they're roughly on par. Trader has served its purpose, though. I love how it was reluctant. It was like, I don't want to come back out. The next Under event is going to be hosted by Metaton. I have no idea what Under event is. Alright, we'll fly over there, get whatever it is that he's got. Then we'll go ahead and... It's an Undertale event? Let me see what nonsense she's bought for my damn room. It happens every year? Yeah, I have no idea what it is. Never heard of it. Bed. Feathery bed. Put it away. Poster. Put it away. Ornaments. Clefairy on the right. I guess Charmander on the left. I don't need to sleep. But I do have dolls. Here's a question. Why would she think I want this? For the price she paid for these, I probably could have gotten, like, quite a few good stuff. Where they announce stuff like fan games, Undertale Delta Rune News. Ah, I see. So it's basically, is it like an online thing, or is it like an in-person convention? He forgets to eat. See, I don't know why she didn't be like, oh, here, why don't you take him this thing? Then I take him the thing and he, like, gives me something. That would have been nice. That stolen Pokemon, I wonder how it's doing. You're still thinking about that old-ass news? It's online? Gotcha. So it's a virtual event. Token of my appreciation. Here's a Master Ball. Yeah. Is the best. It's the ultimate. Catch Pokemon without fail. It's given only to recognized Pokemon researchers. I think you can make better use of it than I can. So, the question becomes, and it's the same question I have every time we get here. Do we use it to catch the Snorlax, or do we use it to catch the Houndour? Because I don't have a fire Pokemon. I mean, Kadabra is... It can use a fire move, but I don't know if I would consider it a fire Pokemon. The last two hosts went missing. They're both human. That doesn't sound suspicious. Isn't... So what's gonna happen to him? I have no clue. This is my first time ever hearing about the event to begin with. But it sounds like it's something people have invested into, so that's pretty cool. Alright, let's go ahead and so 55 is where we're going to. We're gonna leave the thing on Zukaka Field because it seems like it's gonna have the hardest time leveling up. Did we grind here, or did we grind over at, Victory Road? I can't recall, and I believe, like, when we ground in the first one, we went to Victory Road, I believe. I think we actually did the grinding on Victory Road here as well. Let me take a look at our maps and stuff. The black glasses would be really good to go ahead and get those. I just don't know if I want to deal with going through all that nonsense to pick up the black glasses and then have... Oh, I could dig my way out. Okay. That might be a good option. You know what I think is hilarious? So I went ahead and I'm looking at this strategy guide, right? And it's talking about the dangerous new Pokemon, which is Wobbuffet that lives in a cave. And then, in this guide, it's like, this mysterious Pokemon can reflect your attacks back at you. So make sure to use a strong Pokemon that can take it out in a single shot if possible. This thing knows Destiny Bond, and their advice is take it out in a single shot if possible. These bitches were trying to get your Pokemon knocked out. Alright, let me get this map open so I can see exactly where we're heading. This is gonna be a pain in the ass because it's all dark again. With Beanmaster up front. Yeah, navigating in the dark sucks. We're not fighting you, Wobbuffet. Not gonna get Destiny bonded. Whoa, you startled me. Had my black glasses on. Hey, don't worry about it. I'll give you a pair of black glasses. So forget you saw me. I love how this dude is just chilling there in the dark. He probably works for Team Rocket or some nonsense. Easy peasy. Alright, let's grind. Darkness. Darkness! Huh. It's my ally. Darkness in the night. When I need to hide myself in the shadows, I use the darkness. Man, this time around, Hydro Pump has been fairly accurate. I know that hasn't always been true, and it's probably not going to be true forever, but yeah, it's been fairly accurate this time, which has been pretty rare. Okay, Zukaka feels at 45 now. Nah, what a waste. Yeah, this is one of the long grinds of the game, so, hope you guys are ready. Happily losing your sanity day as you've gone through 115 days of hell. I wouldn't say it was that bad. I mean, it hasn't been terrible. You know, this isn't the first time I've done a long stream challenge. You know, Arc was 365 days, so nothing can be longer unless it exceeds that. Can't be worse than that. And I mean, considering the fact that I still broadcast even on days where, you know, we had a funeral happen, Arc was a really difficult challenge. The logistics of it were very difficult. How do you do the speed thing? Since I'm playing on an emulator, I just hit spacebar. So it just speeds it up, since it's on an emulator. Ah, I shouldn't have wasted my surf there. Damn. How are you doing, Jordan? Seems like you've been gone for a bit. I mean, hell, I was gone for a bit, so. Yeah, I won't be able to just tackle my way through it now. We'll have to bite and hope it goes through. Once I'm out of bites, though, that's it. Won't be able to do anything more. Tackle's not strong enough to deal with most of the stuff on its own. That's that. We'll switch out to Quagmire here. I keep forgetting magnitudes will hit it. So we'll just earthquake through those things, I guess. Jeez, it's gonna be over in no time if this keeps up. Since we're sitting on a potion anyway, may as well use it and get it over with. Alright, so we're out of earthquakes. So I guess if it's gonna magnitude me, it's just gonna magnitude me. I was really hoping it would just explode itself. So it'd be one less thing that I have to worry about. Alright, so all of it is surfs. We're out of the other moves, so surfs and strengths, that's all we've got left. When we're out of surfs, then we'll move on. I really wish there were better places to grind at, because this is such a pain grinding. Pro grind? Yeah. Tony Hawk's pro grind. Alright, we're out of surfs there. So next is going to be Beammaster's out. Quagsire's out. Orcs will be next up on the list. Aurora Beam. It should also have the ability to cut through these things pretty fast. We'll headbutt our way through the little guys and just Aurora Beam our way through most of the other stuff. Aurora, Surf, and Ice. It's such a boring grind. It, like, puts me to sleep. This is one of the worst grinds in all of the Pokemon games, I think, is just this grind. And then the one after for Red, also, absolute snooze festival. Okay, so it can withstand a self-destruct. That's good. Not great. That's good. Better than I was expecting. Also completely unintentional. I just kind of phased out and didn't remember what I was doing for a second there. No more headbutts left. Surfs and Ice Beams is all there is. Okay, just down to Ice Beams. 11, 10, 9, 8, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Alright. That's done, that's done. I think Mary Mick could stand on its own. I don't remember, but I believe its special is high enough to do so. Yeah, we can just confusion our way through those, so that's good. Makes you wish for a nuclear wasteland. I'm glad it can stand on its own, but boy, this is just, move on to the side beams now. I should probably switch those so I don't mix up Psychic and Psybeam. Sukaka feels at 50 for a Pokemon who hasn't done a single, like, real fight since we started grinding. That guy's sure picking up some XP. Want a battle. Route 44. Good stuff. We can break the tiny monotony. I was waiting, let's battle. Why do you say that? Pidgeotto. Of course it would get a quick attack off. Your hot stuff. Did it. Cool. Now we can fly back, continue doing what we're doing. And we still have a ton more psychics to go too. Because they say that they love to beat people up because they say something that they're called to the mat. They cancel it late because they had to go to kickbox training. I see. So when somebody calls them out, for which gym are we grinding? We're doing the Elite Four. So we're getting everybody up to their level 55s, and we're gonna go slap the Elite Four. Because everything else is done right now. Just that challenge. No more Psy Beams, just down to Psychics. 9. Today's the Elite Four? Probably not. 8. 7. And even then, we still have to go through all of Gen 2's second half, and then go through, and fight Red. So we're once we finish the Elite Four, we're still only about halfway through the game. 4. 3. 2. 1. 1. Alright. We'll fly back up, do the same thing again. Rinse and repeat. You know, I think what we'll do is we'll call it for today, and we'll go ahead and get back on grinding for the Elite Four tomorrow. It actually shouldn't take too long, I think. Maybe a couple hours worth of grinding, then we should be able to take out the Elite Four. Once after that, we'll go to continue our stuff, and then go out to the second half of Gen 2. Anyway, if you guys are new to the channel, make sure to like, sub, share, follow, all of that good stuff helps the channel grow. Tell your friends so they're in the know, leave your comments down below if you got any. We'll be back again tomorrow. Tomorrow will be a long grind, and then Elite Four, and we'll see where we go from there. Yeah, have a fantastic night. I don't really have much else. Let me pause my playtime here since we're pausing up the thing. Can also grind without streaming so we don't have to watch. I will not do that because that kind of defeats the whole purpose of me doing the live stream. If I'm not streaming and I am just grinding on my own time, how do you guys know that I am not just pulling in rare candies and stuff? So, yeah, that's the reason why you guys gotta deal with it. Yeah, anyway, as always, hopefully I will see you all again tomorrow, and, until then, stay golden.